YouTube, what is going on? It is your guy, Consumer Reviews and DIYs. We are back with another review, and arguably we have one of the best tools that I bought in quite some time. I bring the Amazon site up just to share it with you, to give you a little bit of perspective before we even get into the box. This here is an electric scrubber, electric spin scrubber, made in China. That is the part number. Really looking forward to this. Now, when I first ordered it, didn't have really high expectations for it. This particular tool cost about $69. Ended up getting it for a little under $10 as a promotion, so which was crazy. So when I realized the final price, I thought that this was just going to be some type of cheap, poorly made product that I was receiving. And so far, I can't say that. I really didn't have high expectations, but now that I began to use this, ideally, when I looked at the site, it's more for cleaning showers, but this particular tool is definitely multifunctional. I've used it in a couple of different cases, and it's performed well. So let's go ahead and get the tool out. We'll take a look at it. We'll see what comes along with this particular packaging, and I'll give you my honest opinion, my honest review on this particular product. This video is not sponsored. Nobody's paying me to say that it's a decent tool. I truly like to get tools and information and bring it to the channel, so you can make informed decisions. Not that my opinion is always right, but at least you can have some perspective. You can see the product and see how it functions, and then you can go about and make your decision. So let's get back to the product. So I didn't expect for that to happen, but as you can see, as I'm pressing the one button on this device, holding it down, it then engages that motor to start spinning. So we have our big flat brush, and we have our small flat brush right here. We have that, which almost looks like a snow cone. That is our broom brush. And this is the attachment. If you want to have the device around your wrist, you can attach this piece so you have some leverage right there if you choose to do so. We have our charging cable, but there is no brick. All right, and this is called a Conner brush. We have one of those, and if you notice, the bristles are different lengths, so I think that this is really going to come in handy whenever you're trying to get to spaces that are hard to reach. I can see this being really good in corners as well. And we have an abrasive pad. There is an attachment that has a Velcro on it, and we're able to use abrasive pads and sponges and so forth. So here's an extension, because again, this can extend up to 3 different types of lengths. So we have our 2 extensions here, and then we have a few of the brush pads that we talked about that attach to that Velcro attachment to use. All right, so here's a view of all of the different heads that came along with it. What I'm really interested in is this particular attachment. It's like Velcro. So these scrubbing pads, they attach to them. So it's two different ones. We have this one that's super abrasive, and then there's another pad that's more spongy feeling. So you can attach those to this particular tool, and then you can use it. Again, I almost look like it might do well with like buffing or polishing, this particular one right here. And then you attach it to the tool. It's 2 settings. There's a low setting and there's a high setting. Most of the testing that I've done out on the device, I've used a low setting. The high setting was just a little bit too much, and I did notice using that high setting will drain that battery down. But using the low setting, it's just enough power, and it does a good job. So, all right. So the USB cable, you're gonna need to get your own brick. This is a USB-A. Once you get that 5-volt charging, you'll be good to go from there, and that's on this particular device. Input 5 volts, so you won't be able to fast charge it or anything. All right, so let's go ahead and power it on again. Nothing. We're at around 66%. You can see the head moving. And one thing I like, okay, you see how fast it dropped down to 65. You keep it on high, and it again gradually drop. But it's not like it's too fast to where you can't get the job done. Depending on what you're doing, you'll be able to get through your job. If you're doing something for like an hour, I would even go as far as say maybe even a couple of hours. You'll probably be able to get through it if you're at 100% capacity. So that's just messing around with it a little bit, turning it on and off, just showing you the noise level and everything associated with it. All right, let's take a look at the user's manual. This is model RKGD01. The formal names of those brushes are here: Conner brush, small and big flat brush, the broom brush, the skirt and pad brush, and then you have your sponge pad brush. The USB-C, which goes to a USB-A brick. There is a environmentally friendly use of term that says that this product looks like it's under that protection period for about 10 years. Welcome to use. You have your warranty information, your product installation and how the product works, reading the percentage of the battery, charging time, which is projected to take about 3 hours for a full charge. I'm going to assume that's from 0 to 100. Battery symbol information. So again, a lot of good information here. It's probably not needed for you to start using the tool right away, but it's always good to have that information and just read over some of those more key or important points. Enough of the reading and reviewing. Let's go ahead and get into the actual performance of the tool. So first, we'll be testing it out in the shower, which, if you look at the website, this is what it's really made for. And as you can see, the spots along the edge of the tub coming out with no issue. Let's see if we can get that red spot. And as you can hear the sound of it as well, it's gliding across. It's not, this is one of those tools that's designed for you not to have to really dig and press into it, but to actually let the tool do the work, the rotating head do the work for you. So it's doing a good job. I mean, as I told you before, this is one of the best tools, but also with this being longer, you save your back a little bit from having to bend over as well. All right, now we'll go ahead and tackle the shower door some. There's a cleaning compound on this particular shower door. As you can see, the tool is doing great. All right, so we'll go ahead and rinse this off. We're gonna rinse the compound off that we use for cleaning, and just to give you some perspective, look how clean this is using this tool. Shower is pretty much spotless. So again, this is one of my new favorite tools, but also too, we'll go ahead and take it outside. I'll give you a little bit of perspective. All right, so keeping my front gutters clean has always been a challenge. So as you can see right here, you have one side of it that's semi-clean, and then this side is what it normally looks like, just with like the mold or mildew. So what I decided to do was take the tool and go ahead and break up the dirt on that side. And as you can see, I mean, did a good job of breaking it up so that when I go over it with the power washer, it should be a lot easier to clean. I think that's probably the key component that I was missing, and why it took so much to actually keep it clean or to clean it in previous times. So that is my perspective about it, just sharing some outside footage with you and how I use the tool in conjunction with showing you the interior cleaning with the shower. All right guys, you let me know what you think about this. Like, comment, subscribe to the video for additional content. Make sure you sub up, leave your comments. If you're familiar with this tool, let me know. But what I really want to know is this worth the money? At a retail price of $69, $70, do you see the value in this tool, and would you purchase it? For me, I don't think I would purchase it at $70, and the reason I say that is because I wouldn't have looked at enough content to know what value this could present for me and how it would make life easier. Now, if I approached it going into it and getting the knowledge of the tool, how it works, all the different adjustments, the heads, you know, it having a battery so I could wirelessly clean, I may have considered the $70, but a better deal would have probably been right around $50. So if you think it's worth the value, you know, get it. You know, let me know, drop a comment if you got it and what your experience is with it. But if you think that $70 is a bit much to pay for it, yeah, I would advise, you know, maybe putting it in your watch list. Seeing if something happens, you know, another promo comes up, and then maybe stashing it in. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Again, like, comment, subscribe to the channel for additional content. I will catch you on the next video.